Well, it was looking like there for a while that Hal Jordan's most famous foe was not going to be part of the upcoming DCU series. But now we've got a new report from Deadline that not only has confirmed that Sinestro is indeed part of the story, but revealed who's taking up the Sinestro role. That's right, they cast the Sinestro. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about who the report, who's playing the character, and some rather interesting details about where the character is going to fit into the show. Now, like I was saying, based on a lot of the reports coming out of the DCU Lantern show, it didn't appear as though Sinestro was going to be part of the series. Now, in early stages of development, it was rumored that Sinestro was part of it, but when casting got underway and the plot details started to make their way out, it seemed like the Green Lantern Corps' most recognizable villain would not be introduced in the first season. Given they were going with a much older version of the Hal Jordan character, well, this led fans to wonder if Sinestro was even going to be part of the new universe. Now we got a breaking report from Deadline, and the trade has revealed who's going to play Sinestro in the upcoming show. Now, according to their report, Danish actor Ulrich Thomsen, who's probably best known for his parts in Banshee, Counterpart, or The Blacklist, will play Hal Jordan's arch nemesis and leader of the Sinestro Corps, Sinestro. Now, bringing the character to life should have Green Lanterns fans, well, pretty excited, but their description of the character also seems to be pulled right from the comics like many of us were hoping. The character is described as a former Green Lantern who turned rogue and is ruthless yet undeniably charming. Sinestro's manipulative nature drives his enduring obsession with his former mentee, Hal Jordan. Now, I find this description really interesting because it does suggest that Sinestro could have a rather large part in the series. Now, we've heard so far that the main story is going to follow the new recruit, John Stewart, with Hal Jordan investigating an Earth-based mystery, which is a murder in the American heartland. This doesn't really sound like a Sinestro story, but if you read comics, you know these stories often have layers, and James Gunn and the writing team seem to be pretty creative on how they stack these villains together. Now, as far as Thomsen in the casting, honestly, as an older teacher to an older Kyle Chandler, I think he's pretty darn perfect. Now, I do suspect we'll see some prosthetics in there to give him a more classic alien Sinestro look, but what I love about the description and where I think his particular style of acting will fit in is the fact that they're saying he's ruthless yet undeniably charming and manipulative. Sinestro, although a powerful lantern in his own right, really does get under people's skin with his words as much as his ring, and this kind of take on the character definitely plays to that. So this all sounds like a great idea. Now, one of the things I was sort of worried about when we found out this was going to be a murder in the Heartland type story is that they weren't going to take the time to lay the groundwork for the greater mythology surrounding the Green Lantern Corps and a lot of the other corps of the spectrums. Now, the fact that they're going to include Sinestro in the series means right out of the gate they're going to make it very clear the Green Lanterns are not alone. And hopefully, this means that greater mythology is definitely going to be part of this project and something James Gunn is going to go out of his way to establish. The Green Lantern mythology and its expanse throughout the cosmic DC universe is something they absolutely have to get right and sets a framework for almost any other story they want to tell. The fact that Sinestro is included in this means they're already keeping that in mind, and honestly, I'm a huge fan of Sinestro, so just seeing him come to life in live action, finally being part of a project, well, that's something we've waited for since that last Green Lantern movie came out and fell on its face. Obviously, we're going to follow this one pretty closely. I'm really excited about Thomsen joining the cast. And for me, the hype level for this project just got ratcheted up to yellow. Sound off in the comments below. Now, before you take off, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell for all the updates, and make sure you get every notification because we do daily Marvel and DC content and we don't want you to miss any news.